All right, so today we're going to be talking about Newton's first law. So first off, we have to talk about what exactly is a force. And a force is a push or a pull. Now, the unit label that we use for force is something called a Newton. Represent this with a capital N. Now, forces can be balanced or unbalanced. A net force is the sum of all the forces acting on an object. It's a net force that will cause an object to move. A balanced force causes no change. So here we have a picture of a box in the top row here, where we have a force moving to the left and a force moving to the right on this box. They're the same amount, which results in a net of 0. No change in the box. In the middle diagram here, we have two forces of 10 newtons pulling to the right, which results in a net total of 20 newtons to the right, which will cause the box to move to the right. And in the final box down here, we have 10 newtons to the left and 8 newtons to the right, for a grand total, a net sum of 2 newtons to the left. Therefore, the box will move to the left. A balanced force are forces that are equal in size and opposite in direction. A balanced force will not cause a change in direction. All right? There will be no acceleration due to a balanced force. But there will with a net force. So if we take a look at Newton's first law, it says that an object in motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by a net force. One of the things that is affected by Newton's first law is something called inertia. Now, inertia is the tendency of an object to resist a change in motion. All right? So the more mass you have, the more inertia you have. So, for example, if I had a bowling ball and a tennis ball, and I roll them down a hill, which one would be easier to stop? Well, the tennis ball would be. Why? Because it has less mass, therefore it has less inertia, and therefore it's easier to change the motion of that object. Just like a car. If I want to get a car going, let's say I put it in neutral and I start pushing on a car, it's hard at first until, according to Newton's first law, once an object's in motion, it wants to stay in motion. So once I push that car, it's not moving, so it takes a lot of force, effort on my part to get it rolling, but once it's rolling, it'll keep on rolling. It's a lot easier to push, unless, of course, I'm going up a hill or something like that. So these are kind of the basics of Newton's first law. If you have want to know more about this, click on the link in the description below, and that will lead you to the note slides presentation. And then in there are some videos that will help you